What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title is going down. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it's a little bit chill tonight. Definitely had a stressful day today. It is currently 2:13 in the morning, so that's another reason why I'm chillaxing, why I'm a little cool vibe. But hopefully, Sunny don't make me turn up today. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Let's check this video out.
Pritzker's Chief of Staff, Ann Caprara, has said the following. The fight going on in the Democratic Party right now is not between hard left, right, and moderate. It's between those who want to fight and those who want to cave. And it gives me no pleasure to say this to you because we are friends, but I think you caved. I think you and 9 other Democrats caved. I don't think you showed the fight that this party needs right now because you're playing with by a rule book where the other party has thrown that rule book away.
True.
And so in my view, what you did really was in supporting that
Y'all see how that happened? Yeah, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all remember when I had first mentioned that they have somebody that literally, and this has nothing to do with Sonny. Actually, it kind of does. But I always say that they hold up a sign or something, that they have like this like these lights that say clap. Check it out.
He has thrown that rule book away.
True.
And so in my view, what you did really...
See how those claps just disappear? How it was just more of a cutoff? Not, you know how you clap and everybody clapping and you had it last? Like, it's just like I forgot the word for it. But it kind of, in that way, I forgot the music term for it. But it decreases a little bit. Completely cut off, like, kill it. Like, stop. Not literally YouTube, but you know what I mean?
In my view, what you did really was in supporting that GOP partisan bill that Democrats had no input in, you cleared the way for Donald Trump and Elon Musk to gut Social Security, to gut Medicare, to gut Medicaid. Why did you lead Democratic senators to play by that book that the Republicans are not playing by?
Okay, first, I'd say, Sonny, no one wants to fight more than me, and no one fights more than me. You got to fight smart. It is not true. That bill had...
and literally told Sonny that she isn't smart. Literally told Sonny that she isn't smart. Said you got to fight smart. And me personally, I feel like that is... Even though that I'm telling you, I don't like him. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a fan of Chuck. But anyways, me personally, I look at it as, because I've said it before, when it comes to the Democrats, first of all, who is Sonny to say anything? It's the last person they need to say anything. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. But the simple fact is that they probably what's best for them is probably to, play it smart, do it by the book, and be positive. Because the way that the Democrats are going right now, completely failing, bro. Completely failing, bro. They don't even have a leader. They have nobody is leading the Democratic Party.
Okay, first, I'd say, Sonny, no one wants to fight more than me, and no one fights more than me. You got to fight smart. It is not true. That bill had far less it was bad. I hated it. But it does far less damage to Social Security. Medicare, Medicaid are far more susceptible to being eliminated, which is what that horrible Musk... Can you imagine this guy Musk, a billionaire, saying $1,100 for a senior citizen is not necessary?
But aren't
or
there
a Ponzi
cuts
scheme?
in that bill?
There are many fewer cuts in that bill than that would be in a shutdown.
But they
it was
still
a bad
exist.
choice. So we got to... Yes, they exist, but if you have two... If you have two choices... One bad, the other devastating. One chops off one of your fingers, the other chops off your arm.
That's right.
So I want to fight, and we are fighting. We're going to fight every day on this, every day. Today, we're fighting them on Medicaid. Tomorrow, we're going to fight them on, the next few days on tariffs. We're going to fight them on Social Security.
Why are they clapping? Why?
But I want to win and fight smart.
Yes.
Not just, I understand, we want to stick it to them.
Okay,
we're going to stick it to them and fight smart and win.
Okay.
What do y'all think about that? Because me personally, I feel like nothing is coming good out of the Democrats right now. Nothing is coming good out of the Democrats. I've seen nobody actually step up the right way. Me personally, and I'm not a person that's just I'm just one-sided. If I see that it's obviously, and me personally, I'm not a Democrat. Everybody, if you're new to this channel, I'm not, newsflash. Most of y'all do know. But when it comes down to it, I would actually, I would seeing a Democrat actually talking common sense and making it make sense, I would honestly understand. But I don't see none of that from nobody. They literally fight over each other. You hear how Sonny talk, not only to, I'm pretty sure she's, talk the same way, to Senator Slotkin, to Chuck, to many, many people that she done called out and said something to. It just shows y'all the confusion, the disrespect, they have towards one another. They're everywhere. When I say they're everywhere, it's everybody going in a different direction. Everybody having different thoughts. Then, one thing about it is when you have, people that are actually supporting, Trump, everything is, I'm telling y'all, it's falling in line. It's falling in line so smooth and so good. But then I had to also show y'all that Chuck himself has said something about the American people. Check it out.
And you know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers?
Y'all see that? Y'all hear that music turn on? Y'all hear that music turn on?
Taxes. Or I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, my the land and water that I own, or my employees? They hate government. Government's a barrier to people. A barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
Okay, good.
Cut them off, y'all. Literally says here, Chuck goes on a view and mock hard-working Americans who want a smaller government, less taxes, and higher profits. When people claim the Democrats don't have any messaging, I beg to differ. They do have messaging. Their messaging is curse word. You know what I mean? Literally, like I'm not even gonna lie. That's basically what he meant by that. Literally, that's what he meant by that. And me personally, this just goes to show y'all. This literally goes to show y'all how Democrats, care. I have a lot of people that's always in my comments, obviously that think differently, that always have something to say. This is how they care. This is what they think of y'all. The hardworking Americans. This is what he said. Goes on a view to mock hardworking Americans who want a smaller government, less taxes, higher profit. I'm telling y'all, definitely insane. Definitely insane.
And then you have Chuck Schumer going on The View, where he did kind of a Kamala Harris. He's in this friendly space, supposedly, and he starts talking about how taxpayers who want to keep more of their money are a problem, and that they don't, that they are actually, there's a problem with them wanting to keep their own money and not giving it to the government. Well, what fight is up next? The Trump tax cuts, the permanent nature of that, and also tax on tips, et cetera. And so for Chuck Schumer to then go on The View and essentially say that if you're an American who wants to keep more of your own money, you are part of the problem. At the same time that Doge is popular, Chuck Schumer's not doing his party any favors, and certainly not doing himself any favors when it comes to those who want him to leave his leadership position, not just in the Senate, but also in the Senate as a whole. Talk of a primary from AOC.
I'm telling y'all, one thing about it is that he literally, they're not doing nothing. And I've said this, I've said this last week. I've said this a few days ago. I really say it in most of my videos that when it comes to Democrats, when I say that they're failing, bro. I'm telling y'all, so many people are waking up and starting to see. Y'all see how quick both, not one, but twice. That was two separate times. Those videos that I showed y'all, Chuck, on The View, that was two separate times, and they cut him off both times. He's not doing nothing. They all sitting around, arguing, having these words, having this, having that. Everybody is just going in different directions. Everybody has this opinion on what to do here, this, that, and the other. I'm telling y'all, and it's complete. Everybody's seeing how, messed up, how corrupt, how messed up things are when it comes to the Democratic Party. I'm telling y'all, literally insane, y'all. Literally insane.
People are actually excited.
Check this out. This is Anna Navarro. This is Anna Navarro on just look at her face. Look how mad she is. And I'm glad. I'm not even gonna lie. I seen a little of this clip, and I'm actually glad that Scott Jennings stepped up and said
Actually
something. Check it out.
excited. NBC News on Meet the Press, they reported their polling found the highest level of enthusiasm in the country going in the right direction since 2004, 20 years. So President Trump is doing exactly what he campaigned on. That's why 76% of people said, according to CBS polling, agreed with his State of the Union speech, which included a lot of independents and a lot of Democrats who were watching that speech.
Carrie.
That is why...
Carrie, my namesake, Carrie.
Yes, my fellow Carrie.
You do know what you're saying is incorrect. I don't care about the polling.
Talk to
The
NBC.
American, I don't care what it.
She said, "I don't care about the polling." So now it's that. So my thing is that when they pull up the polling, when they pull up the stats, everybody is supposed to follow. Look here. Look at this. This is all right here. These are the stats. This the polling. This that. Now it's because things are going smoothly. Everything is, coming together. Things are going great for the Trump administration. I don't care about the polling. It's crazy.
NBC is saying, I can talk to the people on the streets. Are you on the streets? Are you talking
it's
to
the
people
streets. That's
in
crazy.
real life situations who have everyday jobs who are saying they're unhappy? You know very well.
Are you saying
that
CNN polling is wrong?
No, what I'm saying is,
No, that's exactly what she's saying. Is to see. That's what I'm telling y'all. Scott is a goat. Scott is a goat, y'all.
don't do me. Don't try me today, Scotty.
We
what
put
I'm
out
saying
we
to
put
you
out a
is that
CNN
you
poll.
know
Are you
by
saying our
and
polling
large,
is wrong?
no, what I'm saying to you is that by and large people are not happy. This
No,
is
they're
not,
very happy. They're unhappy with Democrats.
You're happy.
They're
Talk to
unhappy
him.
with Trump.
You're happy. Democrats aren't happy. We're not happy with Democrats and the way they're handling
let me try to
this
sort this.
situation.
One thing about it, bro. Scott Jennings is a lifesaver. Like I said, I'm so glad he's. I want to hear that again. I ain't gonna lie. I've been having the best night right now, but that right there, if they won't even let me go back. Y'all see how that work? Won't even let me go back on the video. That is insane. Check it out.
Don't do me. Don't try me today, Scotty.
We
what
put
I'm
out a-
saying
we
to
put
you
out a
is that
CNN
you
poll.
know
Are you
by
saying our
and large.
polling is wrong?
No, what I'm saying to you is that by and large people are not happy. This
No,
is
they're
not,
very happy. They're unhappy with Democrats.
You're happy.
They're happy.
I love it, y'all. I love it. You see how things are going right now. Want to bring up the streets, but like I said, anytime that they, the stats are there. The stats, anytime it's something negative on Elon Musk, Trump administration, they're quick to say, here's the polling, here's the stats, here's this, here's that. Things are, going greatly. Things have been going great, obviously, but things are showing, it's showing the American people what's going on. Now all of a sudden, she talks about the streets. Are you actually out in the streets? Are you actually talking to people? Are you actually? Obviously, she thinks that the CNN polling is wrong. Says here, Democrats have lost over 300,000 registered voters nationwide last month. When I tell y'all that this is amazing, this is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Over 300,000 voters from the Democratic Party, gone just like that. I told you, and people are starting to realize, people are starting to wake up. Like I said, creators like myself putting out more and more information, and just the American people. Y'all gotta thank y'all what y'all do every day when y'all comment on these videos, sharing these videos, when y'all sharing other videos and sharing stats, sharing polling when it comes to X, everywhere. On social media. Y'all gotta give yourself a pat on the back too. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.